So I've got a variety of smaller things that I need to do to the outside of the house that it's going to be helpful to do while Barry is here to help me. Hey everybody, this is Bill with Live Simple, Live Free. Like I said, I've got just a couple of small jobs on the outside. They're not completely necessary, but I really want to get them done. And it's so much easier to do with some help. And the first thing is to put gutters all the way along here. This house has never had gutters. They're not completely necessary, but I like them. And it's going to take care of a couple of problems. So I can be able to do that. It's hard to put up a 10-foot gutter by yourself, so it's going to work a lot easier. So you can see this trench right here. Goes all the way down. That's where the water has been dripping off of the roof and down there. That in itself doesn't really mean all that much, but the water splashes up on here. But the main thing is all that water from the roof goes underneath of the house. This house is on piers, but it runs underneath of the house, especially right here, like in a river that goes under there, and that adds a lot of extra moisture to the underside of the house. So by putting the gutters on, I'll be able to divert all that water away and keep it from going underneath of the house. Also, underneath the ground there was just sand, and it was just bare sand. We just put in plastic to cover the whole thing to help keep moisture down, to keep, you know, the underside of the house from getting moist and potential mold growth. So the gutters are going to help a lot with that by diverting that water. Didn't realize you were ready to go.
Oh, you're fine.
So I only brought one ladder with me to Florida. I don't know what I was thinking. So I had to hold up the other end for Barry using a broom.
Tape measure. Foot would be fine.
1 foot. That's a long ways.
Yeah.
Yep. So I got to drag this drain hose from there all the way up to that far corner. All the way up there. It's about 70 feet. And by the time I get up there, there's only about a foot of room under the crawl space there. You can see how it runs downhill because that's only a foot of room, and down here is almost 4 feet. So it's definitely running downhill. The ground under here was just soft sand, and as part of the mold control in the house, we spread this heavy-duty plastic over the sand to keep moisture down. It definitely makes it easier to crawl through here because I'm not getting sand all over me. It's much more pleasant. Oh, great. So now I'm going to get a large patio stone and bury it here so it's flush with the ground so you can mow over it, but it'll disperse the water a little bit. And obviously this vinyl soffit material that has been used for skirting is completely a mess. All of the holes in it were from somebody using a weed eater against it. That'll all be replaced with new, and I'll change it so that a weed eater isn't a problem. But I won't be doing that until probably later this summer. Okay, so I'm now very happy with this gutter system. As I mentioned earlier, the problem was all the water was coming off of the roof and hitting here, and then you can see right there where it was running down underneath of the house and across underneath, which can create all kinds of moisture issues for the exposed joists underneath of there. So we spread plastic out on the sand all the way across, and then we brought this gutter down, and it goes under there and then it comes out right there. So that'll completely take all of the rain, moisture, and water away from what's coming off of the roof and divert it away from the house. I'm also going to replace all the T-111 on the back of this laundry room. You can see down along the bottom. That's not just stains, that's actually starting to rot from the water splashing up, and the gutters will help that. But while I'm here with Barry's help, I'm going to replace all of that because it's been there for a while. So I'll be doing that wall and this wall. It's only 5 pieces. It shouldn't take us all that long. It's been raining for the past couple hours, but it's stopped now, and it's just sort of dripping from the trees.
nest.
What?
That's a big nest.
Oh man, we were out and we didn't get any wasp spray.
I ducked out of that one just now.
Is it that one right there? Or is it one inside?
See inside with the one in here.
Well, do we need to go buy some?
Well, I guess we'll see.
So we went out to the hardware store to buy some wasp killer spray. And of course, while we were out, it stopped raining, so that was good when we got back. The spray took care of the wasp nest.
Here under the carport, there are wasps' nests everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And this is the first warm day of the season after a cold winter in the upper 60s. It's 81 today, and all the wasps are waking up. It's time to take care of them and clean those nests out. Yeah, they don't like that. Gotcha. So I used 2 full cans of wasp and hornet spray, and there are angry wasps everywhere. Wasps that were away from the nest when I sprayed the nest, and they come back and they find poison in their home, and wow, they're everywhere. I'll give them a couple hours to settle down, and then I'll scrape out all those dead nests. So I'm planning on painting the outside of the house because not only does it just need a new paint job, but that lime green color has got to go. But I wasn't planning on doing that this trip down to Florida. It'll probably be next time I come down. However, I've now got this new bare wood, the T-111, around the laundry room, so I'm going to have to protect that. So I'm going to paint it with a coat of white primer on it just to protect the wood. So the laundry room and the house will be mismatched, but you know, it is what it is. Now when you put up these gutters in 10-foot lengths, every time there's a seam, you put one of these metal bands in here to make the seam. We didn't have them when we installed the gutters, so we came back later and installed them. And then inside, in here, you're supposed to use same mate permanent gutter seal that actually this comes with the bands when you buy them. So now I'll be putting that, it's basically caulk, but it's made for gutters as a permanent seal. So I'll be installing that now so these seams won't drip when it rains. So here's the gutter seal after I installed it. I wasn't able to film it because I don't have 3 hands, but there it is. That'll dry hard and permanent, though I think it remains pliable, so it move a little bit. Well, the gutters, the siding, and the wasps done. One step closer. We're getting there. Thanks for watching. Live simple, live free. You be blessed.